With an outstanding record of 32 wins and only 1 defeat, he has 16 wins coming by way of knockout.
He must be a very strong and resilient person to have earned such a powerful nickname, the Iron Man. Jermell Charlo, born on May 19, 1990, is a talented American professional boxer born to his mother Terry Charlo and his father Kevin Charlo. He has been dominating the light middleweight division as the undisputed world champion since 2019, holding multiple titles including the WBC, WBA Super, IBF, Ring Magazine, and WBO. It's amazing that his twin brother, Jermell Charlo, is also an experienced professional boxer and a world champion with an unbeatable record. Great news! As of May 2022, he has achieved a remarkable feat and is ranked as the world's 10th best active boxer, pound for pound, by the Ring and the TBRB. It's amazing that he has achieved the top ranking as the world's best active light middleweight by the TBRB, BoxRec, the Ring, and ESPN. Did you know that Jermell Charlo has had an impressive 14-year and 5-month professional boxing career? Yeah, with 35 wins, only 1 loss, and 1 draw in 37 fights. By May 2023, Charlo had achieved an impressive boxing record of 35-1-1, including 19 KO wins. So how did everything start? No way, Jermell is just 1 minute younger than his identical twin Jermell. That's awesome. So both brothers went to Ailey Hastings High School in Houston, Texas. They found out they loved boxing when they started going to the gym with their dad, who used to be a boxer, Kevin Charlo. Wow, Jermell did something really cool. He made it to the top level of amateur boxing in only 2 years. Wow, he totally snagged a bronze medal at the Junior Olympics when he was only 15. That's seriously impressive. Wow, he totally killed it with a record of 56 wins and only 8 losses in his amateur career. When he was only 17, he started his pro career by winning against Corey Somerville on December 8, 2007.
That caught the chin of Jermell Charlo, but a lead right hand that backed off.
It was a great start for him and showed he had a bright future ahead. So, in 2008, Charlo crushed it. He took out Jesus Villarreal in just 3 rounds and straight up dominated Dwayne Jones with a first-round TKO in June. He also knocked out Rodrigo Villarreal in the 4th round and beat Dean Nash in a 6-round decision before the year was over. What do his stats say about him? Wow, Jermell Charlo is pretty tall at 5'10" and has a long reach of 6'0". He's got some serious skills and his reach is pretty impressive at almost 2 inches. Charlo's got a pretty solid KO rate of 51.4%. Wow, he's got 19 KO wins, and get this, 9 of them were in the early rounds, 7 in the mid-rounds, and 3 in the later rounds. Impressive, right? Wow, he's already knocked out 3 opponents in the first round. In an interview, he said, "My career has been a wild ride of figuring things out and learning as I go. I've learned a lot of cool stuff that I can totally use in my next gig. I am pumped to see what's coming up and I know I'll crush it in my career." Jermell Charlo kicked off his boxing career with a bang by beating Corey Somerville. He won the fight with a unanimous decision after 4 rounds. He kept crushing it in the ring, winning a sick 30 fights in a row since his debut, with 15 of those wins being knockouts. So, Charlo got his first world title fight when he was 26 after 27 pro fights. He went up against John Jackson for the Super Welterweight WBC, which was a vacant title on May 21, 2016. Wow, he totally crushed Jackson in the 8th round and became the champ of the Super Welterweight division.
Nelly, y'all know it, Team Charlo, lines only, all the belts.
Dude's a badass Super Welterweight champ, snagging 6 world titles in that weight class. Hey, you should totally check out Jermell Charlo World Titles. It's a super exciting account of all of Charlo's world title wins and defenses. Guys, Charlo's career has been sick. He's taken down some big names like Jason Rosario, Erickson Lubin, Brian Castano, Charles Hatley, Tony Harrison, John Jackson, and Vanes Martirosyan. Hey, Jermell Charlo's record is sick. He's only lost once in his whole boxing career. He was on a roll with 31 straight wins before he lost to Tony Harrison in a unanimous decision on December 22, 2018. Wow, Harrison totally killed it against Charlo. Hey, if you want to really get to know Jermell Charlo, you gotta check out all of Jermell Charlo's fights. He got a chance to go up against Argentinian boxer Brian Castaño for the super welterweight undisputed championship title on May 14, 2022. Charlo totally won the fight, knocking out his opponent in the 10th round and keeping all his titles, WBA, WBC, IBF, and the ring, while also snagging the WBO title.
21 in San Antonio, disputed championship at 150.
Wow, he totally crushed it and is now the ultimate super welterweight champ. It's been like a year since that fight, but don't worry, time heals everything. Guys, Charlo's boxing record is unbelievable. He's got 35 wins, 19 knockouts, and 6 titles under his belt. Dude, he totally won his last fight and is killing it right now. Dude, Charlo has been in 37 fights already, can you believe it? And get this, he's had 9 world title fights in the super welterweight division. Crazy, right? He's been killing it in these fights, always bringing his A game. These 5 fights are like the best parts of his career. Let's take a look at some of his fights and the titles he's won. On May 21, 2016, Charlo totally crushed it and became a world champion by taking down John Jackson in the 8th round with a TKO. Awesome! Wow, he's now the champ of the WBC super welterweight division. So on October 14, 2017, Charlo totally crushed it by defending his WBC super welterweight title against Erickson Lubin with a sick first-round KO. And on December 21, 2019, Charlo became the new WBC super welterweight champ after a tough match against Tony Harrison. He totally killed it with an epic 11th round TKO. Dude, did you see Charlo's fight on September 26? He totally crushed it and became a unified super welterweight world champ with an epic 8th round KO win over Jason Rosario. Wow, he's totally crushed it by snagging the WBC, WBA Super, IBF, and the Ring Super Welterweight World Champion belts. Again, on May 14, 2022, the champ totally crushed it and became the champ of the Super Welterweight World by knocking out Brian Castaño in the 10th round. Wow, he's got all the belts for Super Welterweight World Champion. That's pretty amazing. Man, Jermell Charlo's record is sick, but he's knocked out a ton of dudes. Wow, Charlo has knocked out 19 out of 37 opponents. That's pretty impressive. Wow, he knocks out more than half of his opponents. That's pretty cool. Wow, he's won 35 times and knocked out 19 of his opponents. That's pretty impressive. Jermell Charlo has faced tough opponents in the past, but he has also achieved many victories and is considered one of the top boxers in his weight class. Wow, Harrison totally killed it in his fight against Charlo. That's definitely a huge win for him in his boxing career. Charlo's got a crazy record of never getting knocked out or stopped, and with his sick skills and determination, he's definitely gonna keep crushing it in the future. Hope you had a good time. Hey, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe before you leave.